This is doing, there we go. Okay.
Hi.
There we go. Oh, hi, Sandra.
Your sound keeps going in and out, Sarah.
Mine does? Dang it. Okay, I think let me grab headphones.
Oh, I know her.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi.
Hi, Alicia. Hi, Sandra. Wait, can you guys hear me now?
Hi, Alicia. Yeah.
Okay, I got headphones just in case. Okay, I have yogurt all over my jacket, I realized. I'm just this hot mess today for real, guys. So I'll tell you guys a little secret that Danielle knows. I'm pregnant. So I'm due in January or October, I mean. So if I seem a little bit off, it's because I'm pregnant and I'm like out of it right now.
Yay, congratulations.
Thank you. It wasn't really planned. So in fact, I was just telling my husband, I think I want to be done having kids because I kind of just felt like, oh man, I just didn't know if I wanted to have another kid. You guys know that last time was pretty hard for me. And so anyways,
No,
yeah.
go sit down.
See how this 3 kids fit.
Why don't you get yourself an applesauce?
Okay, I'm just
Danielle, want to have Danielle mute her phone or whatever.
Okay.
I can't hear you over.
Okay, there we go. So I'm just grabbing from, I'm grabbing something from the executive group that I wanted that can kind of help maybe be a guide for us. So, okay, I want to share with you guys a little thought before we get started. The first thought is, I was talking with Virginia the other day. You know, she was kind of talking about our goals and things like that, and she kind of expressed to me that she was a little bit nervous about promoting a leader because, you know, she just hasn't had success with that yet. And, you know, and I can understand being worried about setting a goal and just feeling like, okay, I keep setting this goal and it keeps not happening. But then I just really had this thought that if we are worried about our fears, we can't help anybody else. So if keep thinking about me and my feelings, then I can't be helping my team members who want to promote. And maybe they really need that in their life financially, or maybe they need that in their lives for just something for themselves, whatever it might be. But basically, we shouldn't hold anybody else back because of our own fears or our own worries or concerns. And it just kind of goes back to the thing of we shouldn't say no for anybody. If somebody wants to do something in this business, then we should do our best to support and cheer them on. Even if we are worried, like, am I going to be able to, you know, is this person really going to promote? Am I really going to be able to meet my own goals, which might be like to become executive leader or whatever your goals might be. But don't say no for anybody. And that includes don't say no to yourself. And I just think that you can do your best to support people as best as they can. And I really do find, like, for me, my vision and my why, in fact, I don't know if you guys have seen my vision board, but I have it right here. I don't know if it's probably backwards for you guys. But my vision, my why is that I just kind of had this thought that this is my why for my life, not just my business, is that as a teacher and just as a human being, I find so much motivation through being able to empower others. When I see others succeed, and whatever that might be, like it could just be they were scared to host a party and they did it anyway. You know, that's a success. Like that's a total success. And when I help somebody, like I was helping somebody who joined last fall, but then she was hospitalized and had some issues and she never got started. And then her team leader ended up demoting. And so I've been helping her and she's like, thank you so much for your support. I couldn't do this without you. And that just made me feel so good. Like, man, I'm making a difference. Oh, hi, Sandra. But anyway, it just made me realize like I'm making a difference. So that's my vision, is that to empower others to feel confident, build friendships, believe in themselves, and find success in their own lives and businesses. So for me, that's kind of my why behind it. And that helps me to, when I do encounter issues, whether it's my own fears, my own worries, like, am I going to be able, because legitimately right now I'm thinking, I haven't promoted a first line leader out for a long time. And so I keep thinking, oh man, this is scary. I'm scared to do this. Do I even remember how to do this? But then I just keep thinking, you know what? But my why is bigger than my fear, and helping somebody else and their needs are bigger than my fear too. So that's my focus, is that. And so that's why I really want to become a director. I realized it has nothing to do with the title. It has everything to do with, I can better support our team if I'm a director. And if I'm in the directors group and attending the weekly calls with home office, I know that I can better support our team and be a voice for our team, which Tabitha, I love her, but she can't right now. You know, like she really doesn't have contact with our team. She doesn't know what's going on with our team because she just has too big of a team. So when I promote to director, then I can better support our team. So having that in my mind has really helped me to overcome, or is helping me, because my fears do still crop up and my worries do still crop up. And really my worries are about myself. It's not about anybody else. But then when I think about my vision and my why, and I think, okay, I'm doing this for our team and I can better support people if I have it together, and if I'm doing my best then I can better support and give to our team. So that's going to help me right now. Anyway, that's been helping me to overcome my own fears about my abilities and my worries and things like that. So that's my little thought for you guys today. How's everybody doing, by the way? I feel like I haven't talked to some of you guys in a little bit. How are you guys doing? Good. How did it go, Sandra, with your daughter going to Montessori yesterday?
Well, she's currently hammering the table, so that it's loud in here, but what? Say hi, JJ. She wants to be called JJ.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
She's just in daycare right now, 2 days a week. She starts Montessori in the fall, so
Oh, yeah,
but it went really well.
But
Yeah.
it's Montessori daycare?
No, it's regular. It's just a regular daycare.
Okay.
The Montessori doesn't start till age 3, so.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, my son goes to Montessori right now.
Is he in kindergarten this year?
He'll be in kindergarten in September.
Okay, wow. So you're all of a sudden, wait, and how many days a week is she going to be doing the preschool?
Just Monday and Friday right now. So 2 days a week.
So well, those days are going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Like you are free for a few hours. I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll feel nice. I know, that's what I all of a sudden thought today. I thought, dang it, now that I'm pregnant, I'm not gonna like have a break from kids in the house for a really long time, but whatever.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to have another one. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. I'm like,
Right?
just at the point now where I get a day to myself. You know what I mean?
Right? Yes. I know. I just was telling my girlfriend, we child swap, so she has my son right now, and then I have her daughter on Thursdays. And so but I was just telling her, like, this is going to stink, because, you know, when you have a baby, you seriously, for about a year, you really don't get much of any time to yourself for a year, because you're like nursing that baby and it's just like no sleep. And anyways, it'll be okay, but whatever.
Right. But then like when I had Kaylin, I felt like that time went by way faster than the first time. So I
True.
think this will go by like super fast for you.
Yeah,
and you'll
I'm
be
sure
okay.
it probably will. I'm sure. We'll keep our fingers crossed, guys. Because I'm also kind of an older mom. Like, I'm not like super old, but I'm 36, going to be 37 this year. So I feel like, you know, I don't know. It's okay. It'll be okay. And
It'll be great.
The dominoes are in play. It's not like I can stop the dominoes from falling at this point. Like, I'm going to have a baby. I might as well just suck it up and like make the best of it. And then, you know, that's all I can do. So anyway, and then we're really done after this. My husband's really going to get a vasectomy and we're done. Like, this is not going to happen again. And if God wants me to have another kid, then I better be pregnant with twins. Cause like, there's no chance of me having a fourth kid. Like, there will be like, it would have to be a miracle for me to have a fourth kid. So Anyway. Okay. How's everybody else doing? Good. Yes. Brittany, I haven't seen your face for a while. I'm happy to see your face.
Yeah, I'm happy I could join in. It's fun.
I know,
finally
I'm
listened.
glad. I know that sometimes it gets crazy with kids. Like that's why I thought let's do it. Well, it ended up being that a couple of you said Tuesday was going to be better anyway, and so then I thought, okay, perfect. If several people said Tuesday is going to be better, then let's do Tuesday. And it happened to be perfect because my neighbor's watching my baby, so I don't have any kids home besides my crazy dog who's like trying to get me to play with him right now. But yeah, so I get it with the kids situation.
It is. And Mondays I have mops, so Mondays is usually out. So I was like,
okay.
hey, it's on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. We should. So this is the thing I was realizing. I mean, maybe should we always do it? First of all, I'm wondering if we should always do it the last week of the month, just because then we can plan for the next month if we need to do anything. I kind of feel like that might be a better idea than the first Monday of the month, or not Monday, but like first week of the month anyway. But I'm happy to change if Tuesday's a better day for people. I mean, I'm happy to change to doing it on a Tuesday or whatever day that is best for you guys. So we can do a little poll and kind of decide. But I think, like I said, as I've been thinking about, I really feel like we should probably just do it the last week of the month, just because then we can plan, like if there's anything we need to do for the month ahead, we can do it that last week. We can talk about it that last week of the month. So let's just go forward with that in mind, the last week of the month, and then we can decide. You guys can we can just decide. I'm pretty flexible if it's Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Thursdays I can't do now with watching my neighbor's daughter. That's going to be too crazy because she's like, you have to you have to keep an eye on this girl every second because she will get she had marker on my brand new couch and was just about to marker on it. Like I literally stepped away for about 10 seconds and I looked back. I don't even know where she got this marker. I seriously put everything away before she comes over. I literally don't know where she found this marker. Like she kept finding everything. Like I didn't even know we had some of this stuff that she found while she was here. So anyway, how are you doing, Alicia? I'm glad to see your face too. You and Danielle are hardcore with your little earphones.
There we go. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I've only just started using these earphones, but no, I had one playing the piano and one on the treadmill and one playing with a robot. So it was very loud in here in the house. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I've had one crazy thing after another happen in our lives since July. Like the other day, I actually got attacked by bees.
Oh my God.
And got 5 bee stings.
What?
I'm telling you, my life right now is just ridiculous. It's just, it won't stop. Hang on a sec.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's better now, but my dad's allergic and my grandma's allergic. And so I was worried that I was going to have an issue with it. And I didn't. Well, I had a little bit of an issue, but I don't think anything different than like what getting stung by 5 bees would do.
Yeah, like normal reaction instead of like you didn't have anaphylaxis or anything like that.
No.
Okay, well that's good. But I'm sorry that you've had so much going on.
It's cool. And then of course, some of you might know, but I removed Facebook and Messenger from my phone. So
I keep thinking I need to do that. I'd probably be more productive in my life.
Yeah, I mean, it was challenging at first, but it's all right.
But then you're more focused when you're online. You know what I mean? That's the thing, is you're more focused than when you're more like purposeful and intentional. So when you do get online, okay, this is what I need to do when I get on, you know?
Yeah, and I've actually been waking up early. I started doing that a few weeks ago because I'm not a morning person, but I'm also not a night person. So I always did my stuff throughout the day. And so I made it intentional to get up early. And it's actually made a big difference. I get most of my stuff done before 6 o'clock in the morning by now. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's made it to where I'm actually working my business again because I stopped for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've been trying to get up early also and do stuff because I feel the same way. I feel like I'm way more productive in the morning, and it feels a lot better to just, like yesterday, I actually got up and went to a meditation and yoga class, and I was home and working by like 6:30 in the morning. So that was cool, you know. But it was nice, like, to just be up and before anybody else is awake and just getting stuff done. So I feel you. Definitely feels productive. Wait, Sandra, are you still getting up in the morning to exercise?
Not really. I was really good about it for a while, and then like this week and last week, I can't get it together. So I keep setting my alarm for like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and then being like, I'll just do it at our nap time and going back to sleep. But it was really awesome when I was doing it. I'm trying to get back to it.
I know it's hard for me. I realized if I don't do a good job of going to bed early, like at a decent hour, then I like have the hardest time getting up. So,
Yeah, that's my problem. And I tend to go to bed really late. I'm kind of a night owl, so the morning is tough for me. But it is nice to be up before the kids, get the workout in,
Right.
get coffee going, breakfast started, all that before
Yes.
anybody's up. But
Yes, I feel you.
I
How
just
about-
can't ever break the routine.
I know. It's hard. It's so hard. But you know what I felt like when I did the miracle morning, I felt so much better and happier about life. And then when I stopped because my kids got sick last fall, then I felt like it was so hard to get it back together though. For me anyway, it was like, wow, I was doing really great. And then my kids got sick. And then now it's felt like so hard to get back into a groove again. And I actually read this habit book that talked about that. Like, if you have a habit going and then you break it, it's actually harder to go back to that habit again and I can't remember the science behind it. But anyways, I thought, dang it, I shouldn't have read that book because now it's like putting it in my mind, like this is going to be harder. But whatever the case. All right. Well, I'm going to do a share screen. And I'm going to share with you guys. So, okay. A couple of you might not have heard this if you didn't come to our last meeting or didn't get a chance to watch it. So we are doing committee. We are changing from an idea I got at, if I can spell this correctly, an idea that I got at ELC was to do committees. So a few different people said that they do committees for, you know how usually I do signups, and for our signups we do like, you know how you just sign up for like a Peek Inside or like a Smart Start or whatever it might be. Those people would do, so instead of signing up for one thing, what you would do is like say we're going to put together the committees today and kind of talk about it, like which committees we should have. But instead of signing up for a training like that, I thought it might be best to do, and I thought this was a really good idea that other people did, was that basically on the committees that you would have like, so say somebody's on like the Smart Start committee or something, you know, whatever committee we decide, but I'll just use that as an example. So the people who are on the Smart Start committee would be in charge of editing or changing the script, and they would be in charge of running the Smart Starts. And so then you guys would decide, whoever's on that committee would decide amongst themselves, like, okay, I'm going to run the Smart Start or I will do the one, you know, this week, you can do the one next week, whatever. And then there might be a committee for like posting in the team Facebook group. And then that committee would talk about, or would be in charge of posts in the team Facebook group, like motivational posts, commenting on things, like welcoming people, things like that. So we talked about, and actually let me grab my notes from last time, because we did talk about a few, like we gave a few different, let's see, February Zoom chat. So we did put a few different committees together, and I'll put this on I'll put this in our notes for this time. So we did talk about some different committee ideas, but I wanted to kind of firm up which exact committees that we are going to do. And and share some different committee ideas that I got from another executive leader, or maybe she's director. I don't remember what she is, but whatever the case, she's in my executive group. So these are the committees that she says that she does. So we don't have to do any of this, but these are just some ideas if we want to get ideas from somebody else. So she said, I do team strategy or planning. So the people who are in that, they've helped plan vision for the team, monthly challenges and trainings to keep everything cohesive. She does Peak Insiders. I'm guessing that's just like Peak Insides, which we had as one of our things. VIP content, which I thought was interesting. So stuff for VIP groups, graphics, themes of the week, etc. Then she had a social media team, a script writing, mock parties, graphics, etc. And then page monitors, make sure all posts or answers are moved upwards, girls are welcomed, things are shared from the leader page, etc. And then those are the ones that she had for her group. So I don't know that I don't know. I feel like we don't necessarily need a VIP content. We could, for sure. We have on our leadership team, we'll have to count how many people we have, but I'm not going to in the next couple days, I'll let you guys kind of vote for which Peak Inside committees you guys would prefer to have. And then and you guys can let me know who you'd prefer to be with, and I'll do my best to try to accommodate that as I put people into the committees. So, I think that we don't need I don't know that we need a strategy one. Because Jackie Bedke and I, we kind of behind the scenes, we've been actually putting together monthly challenges. We've been working together to do monthly challenges just because she's not in our Literacy Heroes group. So she and I already are behind the scenes talking about the needs of our teams and then putting together monthly challenges and training. So I don't know that we necessarily need a strategy group per se, or strategy committee at this point, just because, like I said, I mean, unless obviously I totally am wanting to listen to anything you guys and any ideas you guys have, but I have been asking the team, polling them, and I did that survey. So I just polled our teams, and then I did a survey last month. And so I've been pulling from those things that our teams are saying, and then things that our teams are mentioning in the, if I notice that people are, asking questions or things like that, then I realize, okay, you know what? It seems like people really don't know how to hostess coach, and we need to do a hostess coaching training. So I've been trying to pay attention to what needs our teams have, and then trying to meet those needs with the things with the trainings and things that I do. So, do you guys want to add a committee where we do something with VIP contents, where we help people create things for their VIP groups?
How many leaders are there that would be on these committees?
Okay, so let's see here. That's a really good question. So let's see here. Zandy. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you 4. Zandy's not here. Carrie. So that's 6. Who else is not? Okay, Danielle R. Michelle. So that's 8. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So maybe I think maybe the committees we have are probably the committees we should do, and we probably will only have, at this point, until we promote more leaders, probably 2 people per committee. 2 or 3 per committee. So maybe we should just stick with the committees that we have, just because you're probably right that if we don't have as many leaders at this point, then we don't want to do more committees than we need. We definitely need a Smart Start committee, or a welcome Q&A committee. I will say I got a new training. I got a new Smart Start training that's a shortened script. That's a 1 hour, or I think it's not even an hour, but it's a short Smart Start, where you do all of it at the same time instead of in one day. Instead of in a week, which we've been talking about for a long time, shortening our script and going back to doing one training. And this is called, I think the training's called Launch Smart or something like that. So I will share that with you guys all, the code for that I got from a director that she's been doing. And then the peek inside, basically the script's already done. It just needs to be like, the script's already done. It just needs to be looked at like, okay. And we only do, so Jackie's team does one peek inside a month, and then we do the other peek inside a month. So we just do one peek inside a month. And then the mock party is one, we do one mock party a month. So what we kind of talked about is doing, one mock party a month. So what we talked about with the mock party is basically providing that script so that our teams can be able to have scripts to be able to use. So one way that we could do this is if we want to have like 3 people per committee and do 3 committees basically, we could do what one director does is she actually puts, like, she or somebody else in her team, another leader on her leadership team, assigns everybody 1 post for the mock party or 2 posts for the mock party or whatever it is. And then, so, okay, Sandra, you're doing a pre-party post, 2 pre-party posts. Okay, Brittany, you're doing 2 pre-party posts. Okay, Danielle, you're doing post 1 and post 2 or whatever. But like says post 1 is a welcome post. Post 2 is going to be about literacy. So Danielle, you can do those 2 or whatever. So either people signed up for it or they got assigned it. And then everybody just wrote 1 or 2 posts, and then that person put the whole script together. In some ways that sounds like a lot of work to me to like have to like everybody just does 1 or 2 posts, because then how do you make it all cohesive? Because what if Alicia and Brittany both did the same pre-party post, or it was pretty similar, you know? I don't know. I just feel like that could be kind of hard. That's why I thought doing like the mock party committee might be good, to just put together a script for that month for the team.
Sarah?
Yes.
Can you hear me? It's Jackie.
Oh, hi, Jackie.
So, hi. I jumped on late.
Sorry, I didn't see. Okay.
No, you're good. I just had a thought, and I mean, you can totally shut it down, and it's just like an initial thought, so it might be really stupid. But what about opening up the committees, like having 1 or 2 team leaders as the committee head, and opening it up to our teams to have team members join the committee?
Oh, that's a great idea, actually, because I've been trying to think of how we can.
I'm gonna be the first one to go. Okay.
I was thinking the exact same thing, actually. Or the team members that are in the process of promoting,
Yes.
they can join a committee during their promotion process.
That's a really good idea, actually. The thing is, Jackie, your team could be, well, I don't want to take away from what you guys have going, but like, Jackie, you guys still could be in the Peek Insider script committee, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Even in this, like, you guys could still participate really in the first 3 committees, because they could just, how hard is it to like have a smart start? I don't know. I mean, if you want to, you can think about what's going to benefit your team and your team leaders, because obviously you've branched off. But I'm just saying, if you feel like that would benefit your team to have somebody in charge of a smart start, and they could be able to, even if they're not running the smart start, obviously in the Literacy Heroes group, they would run it for your group, but just that they could be able to talk about the script with another leader, you know, and then that would take it off your plate.
And even just, sorry.
Oh, what?
Continue.
No, that's it.
I was just going to say, even just being present, like for even the page, what did you say it was? Page modifier? No.
Oh, engagement post committee. Well, basically that's what that one is, but yes.
But there was another one you said. Anyway, even if they didn't know the answer to questions, but they could just like tag the head committee leader in that post so they could come and make sure they saw it. Does that make sense?
Yes. So basically, like, they're in charge of like page monitor. That's what you had, or that's what you had at time.
That one.
Page monitor. So basically, like, so that your team knew who the leaders or leader was over the page monitor.
Mhm.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but then the committee members, if they saw a question on the page and they couldn't answer it, then they could tag the leader that's over that committee to come answer it.
Yes.
Or on the Peak Inside, they could be available on the Peak Insides if they're on the Peak Inside committee to kind of engage and help out the leader that's doing it that month.
Yes, you mean like the people who are just consultants who would be helping with that.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry.
Okay, so how would we do? So if this is how we're going to do it, how are we going to do signups? Like, how would we do signups for the consultants part? The leaders part is not going to be that hard, but like the consultants part, how do we encourage consultants to sign up? Do we say it's only people wanting to promote or take their business to the next level? I mean, the one downside I have is I don't want to take too much time away from their businesses if they are working to promote, or even if they aren't, because I want them to still focus on income producing activities. Although I do feel like this could be good for them to get that leadership, like have a leadership role on our team page, you know?
And just camaraderie. They'll get to know other people on the team a little better if you do a Zoom chat with your
committees,
with your committee and whatnot. But I think you just make a Google form. It's not required, but some people like to get involved. I think you just make a Google form, have the different committee options, and have them sign up.
Okay. Oh, somebody's doing a little thing. Sorry, I can't see what the chat says. Okay, I think we should encourage people to sign up for one committee by posting signups in the group. Okay, so okay, so Jackie, do you want to oh shoot, it's doing something weird to me. Okay, what? No, stop. Make it stop, computer. It won't let me like click on the little chat thing for some reason. There we go. Basically, I was typing as Jackie said the same thing. Okay, so Smart Start committee. So Jackie, would you want your leaders to be on a committee with us, or is this something that you might want to do separate from us, or what do you think?
Sorry, baby's crying, so I muted myself.
Oh, no worries.
I don't know. I think there'd be benefit to doing it together and just kind of running similar things like you and I have been doing.
Yes, I think that's been helpful for me, and I'm sure for you, just because it's like we can bounce ideas off of each other. So we're already in like a little committee.
Yeah.
What if we did one leader from each team in each committee?
That's an idea. You mean like, so Jackie would have a leader in the Smart Start and we would have a leader in the Smart Start kind of a thing?
And then the signups for the consultants would be from both groups coming together.
Yes,
that's a good idea.
We would end up on the leaders under the Literacy Heroes. We'd end up probably having 2 in each committee because we have 8. I think we have 8. So we would end up having 2, which honestly I think it's probably great to have 2 to 3. You know, because if there's like one person couldn't make it one month, then like there's still people like getting the slack. Okay, so let's talk about really fast what each committee entails. And then
one more quick question.
Oh, yes.
How often would we change committees? Because doing the same thing month after month after month is going to cause burnout for a lot of people.
Well, last time we talked about doing like a 4 to 6 month switch, but I'm wondering if maybe we should change it quarterly. The thing is, I think it's good to do like keep maybe the same people quarterly just for the sake of continuity, so that like if you like say you Danielle, say you and Sandra worked on the Smart Start and you only did it for a month, then the next people come and they're like, oh, let's do something completely different. I think it might be good to try the same script for a few months, is kind of what I'm saying. Like,
no, I think quarterly is good.
So I think like quarterly might be good. Because the more we talked last time about maybe trying to do it every 6 months when we get a new catalog, but I almost wonder if quarterly might be good just because it's like you said, I think 6 months might be too long and you might get bored of it or sick of it or whatever. And it's good to mix it up. But like 3 months isn't super long. And I think that's doable to switch up the committees every quarter, you know? So like, okay, we would have January, February, March would be one quarter, March, April, or April, May, June, or whatever. So yeah, I think that would be good.
I also think it would be good to, not exclude, but also not encourage people in their incentive period to join committees. Make it like, I think this is like the big thing you can do once you make it through your incentive period.
Yes. Okay. I think
I don't know how we would word that, but I think that's something. I think that's something.
Your incentive period, your focus should be on building, like starting and building your business. Once you've completed your incentive period, unless they're wanting to, I don't know. I mean, it's hard because if there's somebody who wants to promote, I don't know, but then I still feel like unless they promote, like once you've completed your incentive period or on the path of promotion, then you can participate in the committees. I think this actually will be really good because I think you're right about the camaraderie. I feel like people want to get to know people. I did a post a while back and I actually never put people together in like friendships because it's really hard to know how to like help people be friends. But I like this idea about committees because then that's helping people get to know people and become friends, So, okay, that's a good point about the promotion or about the incentive period though. Okay, so the Smart Start committee basically is in charge of the script for the Smart Start, or whatever we want to call it, but basically the welcome Q&A. We could also use that Launch Smart. I noticed, Jackie, you started to use that Launch Smart script. I didn't even get to finish going through it, but I'm assuming you thought it was good enough to do.
Yeah, I looked through it this morning and made some changes, and I thought it was a good initial information for everyone, so I went with it.
Okay. So, and then they would be in charge of running the Smart Start Q&As. Do we want to still do them? Do we want to still do a Smart Start Q&A every other week? Is that bi-monthly? That's twice a month, right? Is bi-monthly or is that bi-weekly? I can't think right now, but we'll put twice. I'll put twice a month because that'll be twice a month. Okay, so Peak Inside Committee. Jackie, you don't need to let me know right now, but basically if you guys do the Peak Inside, I mean, it might be good, Jackie, if you had somebody that did want to work together, because then it's not like the people in the Literacy Heroes group are going to change the script, but then it's going to be a different script because your person's working alone to fix, to do a script. I kind of feel like that might be good to have somebody on at least the Peak Inside committee together. You know what I mean?
What, like,
because
then, I guess I'm not. Because
basically if you have somebody that wants to be on the Peak Inside committee, like Jennifer, for example, who's really good at Peak Insides, say Jennifer wants to be on the Peak Inside committee, then she and say Brittany and Alicia are on the committee together, then they could be working on the script. Like then
Gotcha. Yeah.
Doing it on her own, they can kind of communicate about the script rather than like Jennifer does the script, but then she doesn't know that Brittany is doing the next Peak Inside and doesn't know how to get the script to Brittany, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm almost wondering if that, at least the Peak Inside thing, might be beneficial for everybody, just because then can like have the script, like whoever's doing
Definitely.
Peak Insides could do it for that quarter, and they're working on the script together.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, so they'll do the script for the Peak Insides. And then do the so twice a month Peak Insides. So one thing, let's talk about what's one thing the committee members can do. Like for the Smart Starts, should we have any committee members sign up for the Smart Starts? Or should the committee be called Welcome Committee? And the committee members could be like welcoming. I mean, like the non-team leaders is what I'm trying to say. The non-team leaders could be welcoming. Like they could be commenting on welcome posts. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what non-team leaders would do to help with the Smart Start?
They could help engage during the Smart Start. Like comment and like posts and kind of get to know the new team members.
They could also offer what they felt was missing when they did it, or if they have team members going through and the questions are being brought to them that we might not know about.
I'm going to call it welcome committee because they can comment on welcome posts, get to know new team members, and help engage new team members in the Smart Start. Because then it's not just, then for the welcome committee, it's not just about the Smart Starts for the committee members, but the committee members could actually be commenting, like the consultants on our team could be commenting on welcome posts, like that stuff they can do, like actually taking time to get to know new team members. Like they could tell them we have a meet and greet album, so they could say, make sure you meet and greet album. They can comment on say, hey, make sure to add your picture to the meet and greet album or whatever. So stuff like that. Okay. So what could Peak Inside committee members, those people in the Peak Inside committee, what could they do to help? Maybe maybe they need to post the link.
Help modify the scripts usually.
Do you think that modifying the script would be is it too many cooks in the kitchen if we had the committee members help, or is it better if just a couple team leaders help? Sometimes it's too many cooks in the kitchen if there's 10 people who are trying to modify a script, but if there's 2 or 3 modifying a script, it's a lot easier than if 10. You know what I mean?
I would say it would be up to the leaders to spearhead it, but ask for ideas, maybe.
What if we call it, instead of Peak Inside committee, what if we call it I don't want to call it recruiting committee, but basically they could be in charge of recruiting then the committee, the non-team leaders could not only participate, so they would participate in the Peak Inside, but we wouldn't want a ton. I feel like in the Peak Inside committee, I don't know if that we'd want a super ton, because we don't want 15 people commenting on every post. I don't know. Well, maybe we can think about the exact rules for this one, but what if we have the committee members could participate in the Peak Insides, could be encouraging people to invite to the Peak Insides. What about something to do with if we do have the Peak Inside focused on recruiting, not just Peak Insides itself? What about if they're sharing ideas or stories or something, basically they're sharing recruiting tips or helping to encourage people with team building or something like that? Does that make sense? Okay, encouraging people with team building, posting trainings, tips, share personal recruiting stories, etc. Okay, so what about the mock party committee? Jackie, you could participate. If you wanted to, one of your people could participate in the mock party committee, like Jess or whoever. You don't have to. I'm just saying if you wanted to, then you guys could get you guys can still participate or benefit from this by getting a Visly code, or even just having committee members participate to put together a script.
Yeah, for sure. There's some good in collaborating there.
Yeah.
I'm going to run it by them too and see, because I know, yeah, I'll talk about it later with you.
Okay, we can. Yeah, we can for sure. So I'm just like tossing ideas out right now. So basically for the script or the mock party committee, like the committee members would help to put together a script, and the team leader could, the team leaders in charge could help to assign, assign posts. So like for the committee members, like, okay, Sarah, you should do a pre-party post on a literacy tip. So-and-so, you can do a pre-party post that's a game. So-and-so, you can do a welcome post or whatever. So the team leaders in charge can help assign posts for the script. Then whoever's in charge of this committee would run one mock party a month in the team, and provide a code. Provide a script, a Bizly script code. Okay, I think that's like pretty self-explanatory for that one. Okay, so for the Facebook group monitor committee, this is basically just commenting on posts, making sure that questions get answered, posting home office updates. And then what else should we do for the Facebook group monitor committee? So commenting on posts, making sure that questions get answered, posting home office updates. I don't put committee. Oh, so maybe the Facebook group monitor committee is also in charge of like a posting schedule, like putting together a posting schedule. Like, okay, every Monday we do this, every Tuesday we do this or something. I don't know. I'm just putting that as a question mark, as an idea, because that's kind of the idea that I had with like the Facebook group monitor committee or the Facebook group committee, is that they're in charge of the Facebook group and just like making sure that there's engaging content, that there's comments on posts. But if we don't want to do this part, I don't mind taking over like a posting schedule or whatever. I mean, for our team, I have been going live on every Monday just to like be with the team. I'm trying to do Tip Tuesday again, because I feel like people really liked some of the tips that I've been posting recently and stuff. So I'm just trying to create content that I feel like is beneficial. So, okay, so the committee members would basically, I think, do the same as the leaders. So if the committee members know that there's a question, but the committee members can't answer it themselves, then they would tag a leader if they can't answer a question themselves. Direct the people to direct the team to answer to where they can find the answers. So those are a few different things that they might be able to do. Obviously, they couldn't post a home office update, but okay. Any other things that you guys are thinking of? Oh wait, chat. Okay, maybe we could have a set number of people who can join. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, Daniel. Like the Facebook monitor committee could clearly be the largest team. I think for the script and mock party committee, we should, and same thing with like the Peak Inside or the team building committee, I feel like that should be limited just because, like I was saying before, it can be too many cooks in the kitchen, you know? Should we do something where they get some sort of like prize for helping or joining a committee? Like, you did this, if you join a committee, I will send you, like Sarah, will send everybody who participates in a committee a free book at the end of the quarter or something. I mean, I don't mind doing something like that. No, I think it should be self-motivated. Okay. This way it helps us identify potential leaders. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I mean, it is a lot more work on my part to have to send like books to everybody if that's what we did anyway. So, okay. So, any other things that you guys think? Let's go back through really fast, and then as I'm reading through, maybe you guys could add if you want to add something in, okay? So, we're going to switch quarterly. We decided that you can't participate in the committees in your incentive period because your focus should be on starting and building your business. Once you've completed your incentive period, or if you promote, and you might still be in your incentive period, like Danielle Grader, when she promoted, she was still in her incentive period for like another month or so, right? I think, Danielle, after you promoted. So in that case, obviously, she would be participating in the committee. Okay, so we have a welcome committee. So the leaders in charge would be in charge of the script, the running the Q&As twice a month. The committee members are going to comment on welcome posts, get to know new team members, like even suggesting they add their picture to the meet and greet album. They're going to help engage new team members in the Smart Start training, or if we want to do the Launch Smart, whatever we want to call it. Team building committee. So the team building committee would be in charge of the script for the Peak Insides. They would be doing a Peak Inside twice a month. They would make sure to post the link in the Facebook group to let team members know about the upcoming Peak Inside. And then
I'm going to show you something real quick. It doesn't have anything to do with what you're talking about, but I'm tucking my son in for his nap, and I just want to show you something. So his favorite book ever.
And then it will go up. Wait, what is it?
His favorite book ever is You Choose, and we've bought like 5 of them because he tears them up every time. So I took 4 of the pages out and put them up on his wall.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love it. We love that book too.
I know, it's great. But anyways, it's cute. All right, just wanted to share that.
Where did you get those frames?
I bought it. They were white. I bought them on Amazon, and then I distressed them with like a brown chalk paint.
Oh, they look really pretty.
Those look amazing framed.
Yeah, they really do. I should do that in my older son's room because he loves You Choose also. Thank you for that tip. Okay, okay, let me share my screen again. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we already did Peak Insides. Okay, so committee members would then participate in the Peak Insides, encourage people to invite people to the Peak Insides, encourage people with team building, like potentially posting training tips or sharing personal stories. The Script or Mock Party Committee is running 1 mock party a month in the team Facebook group. They're providing a Bizly script code, and they're helping put together a script for team leaders in charge to help assign posts for the script. And then the last thing is the Facebook group monitor committee. So I feel like this script committee is probably going to be the smallest committee just because there's not like, I think it's harder to do a mock party the more, I don't know. We'll have to talk, we can talk about all this too, but okay. So then the last one is the Facebook group monitor committee. So they would be commenting on posts, making sure that questions get answered, posting home office updates, potentially putting together a posting schedule, which we can kind of decide if we want that to be on there or not. And then the committee members are tagging a leader if they can't answer a question themselves, directing the team to where they can find answers, etc. Basically, in general, being a positive presence on the page or in the Facebook group. Okay. So we do the consultant signups on a Google form or else on that Sign Up Genius thing that I did, and then we'd give all the different committee options on there. And then the committees would then run, so if we want to switch it quarterly, I guess we could do it like this, like December could not really, because basically we're going to start it we would start it for March. So we'd do like March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then that would leave December by itself. But that might be okay because, I don't know, we could kind of just play it by ear when we get to December, and we could always extend the final one of the year could be 4 months instead of 3. just because December, usually we only do one peek inside. I think we only have one peek inside scheduled for December. And I don't even know that we even always do a mock party in December, although we could do a January, like no cash book bash or new titles mock party. But I feel like December is pretty easy. So I think if we did it with starting now with March, April, May, I think it would still be okay. Okay, so any other thing that you guys would like to add to the committee thing? Okay, I'm going to post all of this in our team leader Facebook group so that everybody has it, and then like has all the notes and things like that. And then I think we'll probably do a poll, but I might or a survey, and then you guys can let me know privately on the survey which thing you'd prefer to do, and then which thing you'd prefer to do, and which like maybe people you'd prefer to work with or whatever, and I will do my best to accommodate all of that. And then I will put all that together today, like a survey, and I'll post that today when I post all of this stuff in just a little bit so that you guys can sign up. But I'll give it till the end of the week, and then we can put it together and formally start on with the hope of starting next week, for like starting, just a little bit into March, so that the committees would start next week. So our team members would then, they could do the Sign Up Genius. Like I might even announce it at our team training on Thursday. So any questions about any of this? Okay, well, if any ideas come up, feel free to message me or comment in our team Facebook group, or let me know on the survey or whatever, if there's any comments or concerns or whatever. But I'm really going to try to be equitable about kind of who goes where and what, who does what, because I want it to be fair for everybody, like the time constraints required for each thing. I want it to definitely be very fair and equitable for everybody. And so, yeah, I'm just going to make sure that that it's fair and equitable. So, but if you guys have any thoughts or concerns, like I said, just let me know. All right. Well, let me stop this share. Well, thank you guys so much for meeting and taking the time out to meet today. Pretty soon coming up, we're going to be talking, like, I'm going to do a training, probably, I've been meaning to do it for a little bit, but I wanted to really focus on recruiting in February. I'm probably going to do a Connect 4 training. Yes, we're already a month into Connect 4, but yes, it's still possible to earn it. So I'm going to do a Connect 4 training probably next week, because this Thursday I'm going to focus on our March training. And then I'm going to be posting like about convention and kind of getting excitement for convention and seeing who's coming to convention. So I think Sandra's coming. I'm pretty sure Jackie's coming. Brittany, are you going to come to convention? Are you going to be able to come this year?
No, I think it's just too expensive for us.
It is pretty
right now.
expensive. I get it. I totally get it. It is worth it. I mean, it is a business write-off, but like I understand you have to do what's right for you, and what's right for your family, for sure.
I don't think my husband's too down with having 3 kids for 4 days, so.
I'm actually grateful to get away for a few days without my kids. And my husband, actually, it's kind of funny because I feel like convention and ELC, because I just went to ELC and he watched the kids for 5 days by himself, but I feel like he actually has really gotten to be a better dad in a way. Like he already was a really good dad, but like when he has to watch the kids by himself for 5 days, he appreciates me more. And he also, I feel like, just really stepped up to the plate. Like he's taking care of stuff so much better than he ever did before, because he's like, whoa, I understand how to get the kids to bed now and how to do all this stuff all by myself because I had to do it alone, So that's been my experience anyway. But I understand if you can't go, I understand.
What's the date of it?
It is June. Let me look. I want to say it's like June 6th to the 9th. Let me look. Let's see here. Let me look on my calendar though. Don't quote me on that. Oh, yeah. No, 7th to the 10th. So Thursday is a leader day. 8th, 9th is the big training days, and everybody usually leaves the 10th. So most leaders fly in the 6th and then leave the 10th. So anyway.
Our baby still gets up like every hour at night, so I think that's kind of like a hindrance. Like, I don't think he would like survive getting up every hour at night, so.
Oh no, how old is your baby?
16 months yesterday.
Do you feel like you want to die? Because I would die every hour. I would seriously die.
I do. I cry myself to sleep a lot at night now.
I'm sorry. Do you know why he wakes up?
No, he has some allergies, so we don't know if it's that or.
Is he gassy? Because my youngest is really gassy, and so he wakes up. Even though he's like 2, he still wakes up because of like bad gas pain.
What do you do for it?
I really try to not give him foods that I know are going to upset him. Like, I kind of paid attention. Like, when I give him dairy, he always wakes up in the night. Like, 100%, he always wakes up in the night. If he has beans, he always wakes up in the night. So I kind of just have been monitoring and tracking his diet and trying to do it that way. I do give him water. Like, I try to give him water because that kind of helps him to work out his gas before he goes to bed. And we try to do, like, play with him, like, with his legs, like, kicks with his legs and stuff before he goes to bed, stuff like that. Have you ever tried simethicone? That is, like, a natural gas relief. That really has helped. We've spent a lot of money on that. I should have invested in it. But we spent a lot of money on simethicone. He's getting older now. Like, now that he's a little over 2, it's gotten better, but he still wakes up, like, sometimes, like, crying in the night and his stomach's really hurting him, like, with gas pains. So I don't know. It's kind of like a learning curve, you know, as you know, with kids. It's like,
it might be good to have your husband watch him, though, because if he's anything like my husband, he won't wake up at all. And then the baby will just have to cry it out, because that happened. My son didn't sleep through the night the whole first year. I think 2 nights he slept, like, a long stretch. And then we had to go to a wedding in, like, Nashville or something. And my friends watched him, and they didn't wake up to him because it wasn't their baby. You know what I mean? And after that, he slept. They said he slept through the night, both nights that he was there, which I was like, no way. And then when he came home, that was it. It was, I mean, every hour is a lot, but my son was doing every 2 hours. So it's like, I don't know. I think they get so used to it too.
I would totally cry it out at this point, but my husband won't let us sleep train at all. He's like, no, like, you have to go get him. Like, it's not going to cry. And I'm like, just leave him, turn off the monitor.
See, my husband also doesn't hear. And when I was gone in Texas last month, he said, oh, he slept through the night. I'm thinking, he did not. My 2-year-old did not. I bet you he did not sleep through the night, but my husband probably just didn't hear because he turned off the monitor. And so, but guess what? He slept better ever since I've been back. And same thing, like, when I went to Tulsa in June, my baby's gotten better sleep ever since. Like, he just keeps getting better sleep when I'm not there. Like, he then learned, because for 5 days, Mama didn't come get him, you know? So no, I totally agree, Sandra. Here, maybe Brittany, that's what you need to do so that he'll be sleep trained.
I know it sounds terrible. It really does. But I mean, at some point, it's just impossible. I don't know what you do.
At some point, you got to do it. Like, you can't live on 3 hours of sleep forever.
And it's hard for us moms because we wake up, like, at least I wake up, like, instantaneously if they're crying. So it's tough because if you're already up, why not get up? But
I know, it's so hard. Actually,
Derek's still up a good 2-3 times a night, and he's going to be 4 in August.
My goodness.
That's why Kaylin was in her crib until, like, last week. So she was in a crib until almost 3 years old. Because if she got up, I didn't go in there. I mean, obviously when she was a baby, but not when she was 2. It's too much. We need our sleep, girls.
I know, because we're going to be better moms if we get sleep. That's what I realized, even though sometimes I do it to myself. Like, I stayed up really late reading a murder mystery, which I thought, dang it, why did I do that? Because I'm so tired today. But whatever. You gotta have me time sometimes too. Well, thank you guys for the sleep talk. And now I know I'm not alone in being awake in the night with my kids. Well, have a good day, everybody, and we will connect soon. Bye, guys.